Good morning, or actually good afternoon. This is Brian from buddy-baker.us, and today I thought I'd do a video response to an article that I read online and I've been hearing a lot of stuff about in the last few days. Sometime this week, the scooter store in Texas was raided by the Federal Bureau of Investigation, and they are investigating fraud charges against I believe his name is Doug Harrison, the CEO of the scooter store. As far as I understand it, the scooter store has been helping people get scooters and wheelchairs and stuff like that for many years. They have very popular ads on TV. But unfortunately, what I guess has been happening is that they have been billing Medicare and Medicaid for thousands of dollars for unneeded equipment, which is fraud. And so hopefully these people from the FBI will be able to determine what the scooter store has done, and hopefully deal with them and punish them appropriately. My personal opinion on this whole thing is that if you have a situation where you are a disabled individual and you are a citizen of the United States, you would not want people defrauding Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, or any of these programs that people rely on to be able to help them get equipment that they desperately need, because of the fact that it increases the amount of money that the government has to pay to these providers to provide the services. It's been my opinion and my experience that for example, my wheelchair that I use, when I received it, cost $18,000 because of the fact that it was both a power chair and had its original manual wheels. And basically what it amounts to is the fact that these insurance companies can charge very high rates for particular services. And so what happens is the government has to pay these fees. And places like the scooter store that try to take advantage of government services like Medicare and Medicaid make me sick, because it makes everybody's costs go up. And at a time when we need to be saving money and we need to be dealing with sequestration and all these forced cuts that are going to be dealt with on March 1st, that are going to be going into effect on March 1st, it scares the hell out of me, because I'm not even sure, based on what they have, if I'm going to be able to get the services that I need. However, I don't believe that sequestration will affect those particular programs. However, places like the scooter store that deal with people with disabilities, that state that they can get a free scooter or wheelchair if Medicare and Medicaid denies them, and then they end up browbeating the doctors and the providers into approving the wheelchairs, and then billing Medicare and Medicaid for all of these costs. Makes everybody's costs go up, and it makes no sense, because eventually people like me that are disabled, there are other people as well that have to use power wheelchairs or scooters or walkers or crutches or whatever it is, will have to pay more money because of fraud. And it's been well documented that there are thousands and thousands and thousands of cases of Medicaid fraud, Medicare fraud, all over the place, and it seems like Medicare is the one that gets hit. It seems like every time I turn around, I'm looking on FBI.gov and I'm seeing all these medical fraud cases where these people are bilking the government out of millions of dollars, and it's not fair and it's not right. However, I think that it's important to note that the people that are going to get hurt by these types of fraud cases are people people that are disabled, elderly, or infirm that need these services, and it's going to get harder and harder and harder to be able to prove that they need what they have, because you're going to have to be able to prove it, or because of whatever they decide to change. And I think what the government needs to do is they need to take a hard look at what exactly these companies do to make sure that they are using Medicare and Medicaid dollars properly. That way it doesn't cost so much, because our medical costs are skyrocketing. Health insurance is going through the roof, and it's not fair to those who desperately need the services that are provided. Healthcare is a right, and it's not a privilege. I believe that if you are an American citizen and you're doing the right things and living your life, you should be able to, regardless of age, be able to be dealt with, be able to get the medical care that you require, and that they shouldn't be able to deny you based on your age or based on your disability or whatever. I'm not sure if Obamacare, what Obamacare says about that. I've been hearing some stuff about that as well, but I'm hoping that the FBI will slam the door on the scooter store and clean this mess up and make these stupid medical service providers that think they can defraud the government pay the penalty, and I mean a stiff penalty, because the amount of money they're bilking out of Medicare and Medicaid is money that could be used for somebody else to be able to get what they need and be able to have it in desperate need. And it's hard enough as it is to be able to get the services that you need without somebody trying to defraud the government. This is something that I'm very, very passionate about. I don't think the government should be defrauded by these idiots. I think these idiots need to be. They need to take the book and throw it at these idiots. I think they need to make an example of them. Hopefully, what will happen is that they'll clean it up a little bit, and hopefully the government will take a look and see how much money is being wasted in Medicare and Medicaid funding, and be able to say to these companies once and for all, stop screwing us around, because it's not fair and it's not right. So that's my opinion on the scooter store melee. Hopefully the scooter store will be investigated. If there's any wrongdoing to be found, I hope they throw the book at these idiots, because it's not fair to people that need the services that good providers that sell the equipment and rent the equipment provide. It's not fair that they end up getting slapped, and we end up losing money and whatever because of stupid things like this. This has been Brian from buddy-baker.us. Of course, this video is my opinion only and does not necessarily mean that the people that work with me have the same opinion. So again, this has been Brian from buddy-baker.us, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.